Hi, it's Steve with Desert Dwellers, and today we're going to do a little review. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, and I'm going to show you the paint job I did on it. A couple months ago I bought me the GSG 522. Now that's that 22 rifle that resembles the MP5. It's made in Germany. Got it for a deal. It was used at a gun store, a local gun store. So when we got it home, got looking at it, and I don't think the thing had ever been fired. It was clean. If it had been fired, somebody took it apart and did the best clean job on it I've ever seen in my life, because I couldn't find nothing originally. So originally took it out and tried it a few times and was trying to do video on it, but the videos came out horrible, mainly because the rifle kept screwing up. First problems I had was the magazines. There's a little spacer in the bottom. They're have numbers down the side, you know, for the rounds, and it goes up to like 24, and couldn't get 24 in, so there's a little spacer. I took it out, would hold 24 rounds, but then they wouldn't feed right once you got about the last 5 or 6 rounds. So I put the spacers back in. Now also at this time, and after we got the magazine problem sorted out, we were still having a failure to fire, and basically it would click. You remove the magazine, you pull it back. Now it doesn't extract too well if it doesn't actually fire, because it leaves the bullet in the chamber. I don't think I like that either. It's a pain in the ass. But you just let it snap forward again, and it would fire. It's like the firing pin wasn't hitting hard enough. So we thought, okay, maybe this needs to break in a little bit. So we tried it a few times. Nope, nothing. Actually, just seemed to get worse. So we brought it home one day, and we figured out how to take it completely apart. And the firing pin has this like retaining spring that keeps it from going forward. And we noticed that it was really tight, really stiff. So we cut a little bit off of it, but not quite a 1/4 of an inch. After that, it started firing just fine. So from that point, I'm like, okay, now it's time, and we wanted to do a paint job on it. And I wanted, again, something more unique and a little bit different. And since it's a German gun and represents a German gun, of course, the HKs, I wanted to do a more foresty, because, you know, even though I live here in the desert, I wanted something unique for that gun. So this is what we put on, and you see it's a light green, dark green with some black highlights. I also put a scope on it that has a little laser, but I also did a magazine, as you can see. Magazines are a little stiff in this guy, but that's okay. I even took these, they come with these rails that come off and on fairly easy, but I actually painted underneath them, and then I painted the rail covers themselves, because if I ever take the rails off, I still want the paint job. It does have a sliding stock, which I never really bothered with that. Has the safety, which is ambidextrous. I had this 2.5 to 10 power scope laying around. I put it on because the iron sights, I didn't like them too much. You really got to get your head squeezed in there tight, and if you're wearing hearing protection, like if you're at the gun range, I mean out in the desert when nobody's around, the 16-inch barrel, and this is a phony suppressor, by the way, the 16-inch barrel is not loud with a 22, but when you're at the range and you're like trying to squeeze on, you got your headphones on, and like, crap, it's a pain in the ass. So I put a little scope on it. It does tend to be fairly accurate. I will give it that. The chamber will lock open and stuff, so it's real similar to an MP5. And then, like I said, the phony suppressor, it just screws off. It leaves that little barrel, and actually looks like a stainless steel barrel, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, it's pretty light. Just again, just a hollow aluminum tube, so it looks better with it on. All in all, not a bad gun. I got it for $300, which is about the going price even for new ones, it seems like. But overall, I'm going to say the quality is not as good as the Smith & Wessons. I like the Smith & Wessons 1522s, excuse me, the AR-15 styles. I think they're a lot better quality. This one, it's heavy, a lot more metal in it. The trigger's a little spongy. So overall, I'm going to say the Smith & Wessons are better. So if you're looking for something that you really want to plink with, and you're looking for the assault style 22s. I still recommend the Smith & Wesson. They are more expensive, but they are coming down in price. But this is still pretty fun, and since I already had 2 of the Smith & Wessons, I figured I'd get something completely different. This is it. So, all right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll be putting more videos on. Thanks a lot. Bye.